सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। ॐ पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। ॐ आप्यायन्तु ममाङ्गानि वाक्प्राणश्चक्षुश्रोत्रमथ बलमिन्द्रियाणि च सर्वाणि मौपनिषदम् माहं ब्रह्म निराकुर्याम् मा ब्रह्म निराकरोत् अनिराकरणमस्त्वनिराकरणं मे अस्तु। निरतेय उपनिषत्सु धर्मास्ते मयि सन्तु ते मयि सन्तु। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्ति। श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं भगवत्पादं शङ्करं लोकशङ्करं शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे पुनः पुनः। ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। ओमित्येतदक्षरमुद्गीतमुपासीत ओमिति ह्युद्गायते तस्योपव्याख्यानम् न विलक्षणत्वादस्य तथा त्वं च शब्दात् अभिमानि व्यपदेशस्तु विशेषानुगतिभ्यां दृश्यते तु। यद्यपि श्रवण व्यतिरेकेण मननं विदधत् शब्द एव तर्कमपि आदर्तव्यं दर्शयति इति उक्तम्। So when the Shastra enjoins also Atmavare Shrotavyah Mantavyah, that Mananam reasoning also is required Anubhavangatvena as an anga, as an accessory to the realization of the knowledge. न अनेनिमिषेण शुष्कतर्कस्यत्र आत्मलाभः संभवति. But just because Shruti respects Tarka in the form of Maranam doesn't mean that it is any kind of tarka or any kind of reasoning that is acceptable to the Shruti. Shruti anugrahita eva atra tarka anubhavangatvena ashriyate. When Shruti the Upanishad enjoins that Atma should be reflected upon, that with reasoning also you must clear all your doubts and vagueness, it is Shruti anugrahita. Only the logic that is confirming to the Upanishad, that alone is accepted by the Shruti. Natu shushka tarka, not mere or empty logic, or kutarka, the reasoning or logic that goes against the vision of the Shruti. So Vashyakara gave examples of what kind of tarka or what kind of reasoning is acceptable to the Shruti, or what kind of reasoning Shruti recommends. Shruti also recommends that reasoning must be there, that the student should accept something only when he has subjected that to the scrutiny of his own intellect, scrutiny of his own reasoning. So Shruti does not want that the student should simply accept what the Shruti says. It should be accepted with understanding. And since right now also the buddhi of the intellect has arrived at conclusions with its own reasoning, therefore a proper reasoning is required to also become free from those false conclusions. So, for example, a doubt can arise. Jivasya avasthavatah dehadi prapancha yuktasya nishprapancha brahmaikyam asambhavi. That it is our experience that jiva, that I, the individual being, is avasthavatah, possessed of the body, mind, sense complex, and going through these states of waking, dream, deep sleep state. This is how I am. Meaning that I am very much a samsari, prapancha yuktasya. I am possessed of prapancha, samsara of the nature of the body, mind, sense organs. Nishprapancha brahmaikyam asambhavi. How can I, the jiva who is steeped into prapancha or samsara of the waking, dream, deep sleep, how can I be one with Brahman that transcends all the prapancha or samsara? So this question arises. Then the argument is made, swapnanta buddhantayoho uvayoho itaretara vyabhicharat atmanah ananvagatatvam. That look, the swapna and jagrat, the sleep and the so waking and sleep states are mutually exclusive. When the waking is there, that time the sleep is not there. When the sleep is there, at that time waking is not there. However, even when the waking is there, Atma is there, sleep is there, Atma is there. So even though they mutually exclude each other, they do not exclude Atma. That means that Atmanah anandvagatatvam. Atma is not identified with them, not connected with them, because Atma is equally present in all the states that are mutually exclusive. So this is the kind of tarka which enables us to accept or understand that even though I think that I am a samsari, going through the waking, dream, deep sleep states, in fact, are the Atma or I am not. Because had I been a waker, I could not have been a dreamer. Had I been a dreamer, I could not have been a deep sleeper. But here, sometimes I am a waker, sometimes a dreamer, sometimes a sleeper. That means that I pervade all of them. At the same time, I transcend them. Like an actor pervades different roles, at the same time transcends them, and so Atma, the self, transcends them. Puratraye kriyadyasya jivah tatas sujatam sakalam vichitram adharam anandam akhandabodham. Puratraye kriyadyasya jivah, the jiva that sports in all the three cities of waking, dream and deep sleep is different from them. And so, I am also beyond the prapancha, and therefore I can very well be Brahman. Then second, Dvaitagrahi Pramana Virodad Brahmanascha Advitiyatvam Ayuktam. Secondly, that Dvaitagrahi Pramana Virodad, all the pratyaksha, the perception, inference, all the pramana, all the means of knowledge available at our disposal, all of them only reveal or give us a knowledge of duality. So what the Upanishad says, that Ekameva Dvitiyam, Brahman is one, non-dual, that non-dual seems to contradict the duality that we perceive and infer. Therefore, Brahman's non-duality is not tenable. To that it is said, or further also, Samprasadecha prapancha parityagena sadatmana sampattehe nishprapancha sadatmatvam. Number one, the Atma of the self is unconnected to three states at the same time. In the deep sleep state, Atma becomes one with Brahman, meaning that in deep sleep state, Atma also transcends prapancha and becomes one with Nishprapancha Brahma. Therefore, Atma is Brahman, that is Nishprapancham. And then, Prapanchasya Brahma Prabhuvatvat Karyakarana Ananyatva Nyayena Brahma Avyatareka Haiti. This Prapancha, or this world of duality, being the product of Brahman, is non-separate from Brahman. And with this duality that you perceive does not contradict the non-duality that Brahman is. Idivam Shrautartha Asambhavanayam Tan Nirasaya. For eliminating this kind of doubts, that tarka is definitely required. Again, Sutrakar will say, Tarka apratishthānāt idija kevalasya tarkasya vipralambakatvam darshayishyati. The Sutrakar himself will show how there is no conclusiveness or finality about tarka. Therefore, it is very clear to the Vedantin that you cannot arrive at the reality simply through reasoning. Human reasoning is not adequate to arrive at the truth of the reality. So, however the scientists may apply their tarka, whatever kind of complicated equations they may arrive, all equations are nothing but all of them are inference one way or the other. So, however complicated equations they may present, through them they can never arrive at their reality. Because the prapancha, the universe is comparable to a snake superimposed upon the rope. And there is no logical or mathematical relationship between snake and the rope. All the reasoning is at the level of snake, and from that you can never arrive at the rope. Tarka apratishthānāt. Therefore, one can never arrive at the reality through tarka or reasoning. So reasoning can even mislead you, make you believe that vipralambakatvat, Viprala means you think that this is right, you understood it correctly, whereas it can mislead you. And Sankhya said that, look, this Ekadeshi says that because Brahman is Jagat Karanam, therefore the whole universe must be also conscious. Then how do you explain the division of sentient and insentient, Vijnanam cha, Avijnanam cha? Answer is that Ekadeshi can explain that division in some way by saying that in the sentient the consciousness is manifest, in the insentient it is not manifest. Therefore, Vibhavana, Avibhavanabhyam, Chaitanyasya Shakyateva Pratipadetum. So Ekadeshi can very well justify his position that those divisions can be explained. Between Vijnanam and Avijnanam, that division can be explained. Whereas Sankhya cannot explain that division at all. Parasyevatu idamavi vibhagashranam na yujyate. But for the Sankhya, there is no way that he can explain this division between the sentient and insentient. Katham Paramakarnasya yatra samasta jagadatmana samavasthanam shravyate. Shruti clearly says that the Paramakaranam, Param Brahma alone is the cause of the entire creation. When it says Vijnanam cha, Avijnanam cha, Abhavata, Brahman became both the sentient and the insentient. Tatra yatha Chaitanyasya achetana bhavaha na upapadyate vilakshanatvat. Accepting the Sankhya argument that vilakshanatvat, because of dissimilarity, if you say that the Brahman, that is consciousness, cannot become the unconscious or inert uniworld, evam achetanasyapi chetana bhavaha na upadyate. Achetasya pradhanasyapi chetana bhavaha na upadyate. The Sankhya's claim that pradhanam, that which is unconscious, is the cause of the universe. How can that become a sentient or a conscious thing? So as far as Ekadeshi is concerned, he can explain the division. Sankhya, who accepts pradhanam, the primordial matter, as the Jagat Karanam, cannot explain that division. Pratyuktatvatu vailakshanyasya. And this argument that because of Vailakshanyam, because of dissimilarity in nature, Brahman cannot be the cause of creation, because Brahman is consciousness, creation is inert, because of the dissimilarity, Brahman cannot be Jagat Karanam. That has already been answered by us by saying that there is no total dissimilarity. Brahman is existence, Jagat also has existence, and therefore the existence that Brahman is inheres in the universe. So Vailakshanyam also is pratyuktam, that Vailakshanyam also has been refuted. And also we have shown the Vibhichara both ways. Vibhichara, that look, from the unconscious, the goma, the cow dung, the conscious, the scorpion emerges and stuff like that. Therefore, Vailakshanyasya yathashritya eva chetanam karanam grahitavyam bhavati. Therefore, yathashritya eva, as the Shruti says, that Brahman is a Jagat Karanam. Now, continuing with the next sutra. Says Ratnaprabha, Karyam utpattehe prag asadeva syad. Comes up with another problem. Karyam utpattehe prag asadeva syad swaviruddha karanatmana sattva ayogat. See again, Sankhya bases argument on this observation that Jagat is insentient and Brahman is consciousness. So Brahman is quite opposed in nature to Jagat. So how can Brahman that is opposed to Jagat be, how can Jagat be present in Brahman? So Jagat, the insentient, cannot be present in Brahman because Brahman is consciousness, Jagat is unconscious. Therefore, utpattehe prag karyam asadeva syad. So what it means is that the Jagat did not exist before its creation. Because sadeva somya idam agrasit ekameva dvitiyam. This universe was Sat or Brahman, one without a second. So what existed before creation was consciousness. Therefore, this utpatte prag karyam asadeva syad. We say that before the creation, this karyam, this jagat must be non-existent. Why? Swaviruddha karanatmana sattva ayogat. How can consciousness be the atma of the unconscious jagat? Therefore, for jagat to exist before its creation must be Brahman. See, must be present with Brahman. But then Brahman is consciousness, Jagat is unconscious. Therefore, it is totally contradictory. Therefore, how can the unconscious Jagat exist along with Brahman, that is consciousness? Therefore, if you insist that Brahman is Jagat Karanam, that consciousness is the material cause of the universe, then it amounts to saying that this universe did not exist before its creation. Because what existed was Brahman, quite contrary to Jagat. And therefore, Jagat was non-existent before its creation. Swaviruddha karanatmana sattva ayogat. Because Brahman, that is consciousness, is quite contrary to Jagat, which is unconscious. Therefore, Jagat could not be present as Brahman. Iti apasiddhantapattim ashankya. So then, Vedantin, you become asatkaryavadi. See, there are two vadas here. One is called satkaryavada, other is called asatkaryavada. What is satkaryavada? For example, the pot is the karyam, is the effect or the product of clay. So what is Satkaryavada? Pot is present in the clay. What is Satkaryavada? Pot is not present in clay. So Vaisheshikas, Naiyayikas are called Asatkaryavadinah. They say that the pot does not exist in clay. A pot that did not exist in clay comes into being. Whereas Sankhya and the Vedantins, they are Satkaryavadinah. They say that the effect exists in unmanifest state in the cause. But how can Jagat exist in Brahman? How can darkness be there when there is light? So darkness cannot coexist with light. The cold cannot coexist with hot. And so Brahman, which is quite contrary to Jagat, Jagat, which is quite contrary to Brahman, could not coexist with Brahman. When Brahman was there in the beginning of before the creation, Jagat could not have coexisted with Brahman because Brahman is quite contrary in nature. Therefore, what you say amounts to saying that Jagat was non-existent before its creation. Then that means the effect, it does not exist in cause, it amounts to asatkaryavada. That means, hey, Vedantin, that goes against you, who is a satkaryavadi. So, apasiddhantam, apattihi, apasiddhantapattihi. So by accepting Brahman as Jagat Karanam, Apasiddhanta, so Vedanta accepts that Karya, the effect, is present in the cause, material cause, that will be contradicted. इति आशंक्य मिथ्यात्वात् कार्यस्य कालत्रयेऽपि कारणात्मना सत्वम अविरुद्धम. Says Sankhya, that problem is your problem, not Vedantin's problem. Why? Because mit karyasya mithyatvat. As far as we are concerned, the karya, the effect is mithya. So pot is mithya, clay is satyam. So mithya cannot exist independent of the satyam. At no point in time can the pot exist apart from clay. Karyasya kalatrebi karanatmana sattvam aviruddham. Because pot is mithya. If pot was real, then two contradictory real things cannot coexist. If light and darkness, both of them have the same degree of reality, then light cannot coexist with darkness. But light as electricity and darkness, they do not have the same degree of reality. Therefore, darkness can coexist with electricity because electricity transcends both light and darkness. So also because Jagat is mithya, the reality of universe is mithya, and mithya cannot exist independent of the material cause. Just as the pot is mithya and the mithya pot cannot exist independent of clay at any time. Before creation, during creation, after dissolution also. So kalatrayepi karanatmana sattvam aviruddham. So this what Sankhya says would have been true if Jagat was satyam. But what it says that contingency does not arise because Jagat is mithya, and mithya can definitely coexist with satyam. Even though snake and rope have nothing to do with each other, still snake can coexist with rope because projected can coexist with the adhishthanam or the substratum. So that is samadhanam given in this particular sutra, asaditi. So let us read the 7th sutra. Asaditi ched na pratisheda matratvat. So asaditi ched utpatte prag Jagat asat syaditi chet. In the Puru Pakshas to say that the Jagat within the creation would be non-existent before the universe would be non-existent before creation. If this is your argument, na. Our answer is that contingency will not arise. Pratisheda matratvat. Because asat, when you say did not exist, what did not exist? There is nothing real to exist anyway. So you are denying the existence of something that does not even exist now. What Vedantin means to say that even now also, according to us, Jagat does not exist independently. So when you are denying the existence of Jagat before creation, we say that the Jagat does not exist even now. And therefore, when you say Jagat did not exist, what did not exist did not exist, Therefore, you are denying something for which there is no occasion to deny. See, always prasakta pratishedaha. When there is an occasion, then alone something should be denied or negated, not otherwise. Don't drink tea. But I never drink tea. You see, if somebody drinks tea, then you can say, don't drink tea. But I never drink. That means that there is no prasanga, no occasion of drinking tea. How are you denying it? Don't go there. You can say that. If that fellow goes there every day, then you can say, don't go there. Don't go with him. Give up that company. So, Prabhupada, I never have that company. I never talk to him also. The basic question, don't talk to him. I never talk to him. So, this is called aprasakta pratisheda, negation of something for which there is no occasion. So, pratisheda matratvat. So, this is a pratisheda for which there is no occasion. That's what Vedantin says. So, let us look at this sutra here. Tatra chodyam vivranoti. So asadidi ched. This is the Purvapaksha. Na, that's the Uttar Pratignya. Pratisheda matratvat hetu. So na is the Pratignya. Pratisheda matratvat hetu. So the Purvapaksha part is first explained by Bhashyakara. Yadi. यदि चेतनम शुद्धम शब्दादिहीनं च ब्रह्म तद्विपरीतस्य अचेतनस्य अशुद्धस्य शब्दादिमतश्च कार्यस्य कारणम् इष्येत असत्तर्हि कार्यं प्रागुत्पत्तेः इति प्रसज्येत. So for pratishedam, you must first state your prasanga. For denying something, you must first state what it is that you are denying. So Sankhya says what it is that is denying. Yadi chetanam shuddham shabdadihinam cha brahma. If Brahman, which is chetanam, consciousness, shuddham, ever pure or holy, shabdadihinam cha, and devoid of any attributes such as sound, etc. So Brahman such as that. तद विपरीतस्य अचेतनस्य अशुद्धस्य शब्दादिमतस्य कार्यस्य कारणम. The Vedantin, you are claiming that Brahman such as that, the ever pure, the ever transcendent, and the consciousness is the material cause of Jagat, that is ashuddham, impure, achetanam, insentient, shabdadimat, meaning that also possessed of the attributes as sound, etc. So showing totally contradictoriness of the nature. How Brahman, the material cause, is totally contradictory in nature to Jagat, which is the effect, which Vedantin claims as the effect. Karyasya karanam ishyeta. If you say that Brahman, which is consciousness, which is pure, which is devoid of sound, etc., is the material cause of Jagat, which is impure, which is insentient, and possessed of sound, etc. If that's what you say, then tarhi, then yadi and tarhi karyam pragutpattehe asat iti prasajyeta. Then what you say amounts to saying that the karyam or the Jagat was non-existent before its creation. Says Nyaya Nirnay, Karya Karanayoho viruddhatvat karanatmana prag anavasthanat karyasya pragasatvam syad ityartha. We already saw that. Because the cause is totally contradictory in nature to the effect, therefore effect could not coexist with a contradictory cause, therefore before creation the Jagat must be non-existent. Ishtapatti Mashanke Nirajaste. Suppose we solve, that's good, alright, let it be. Let Jagat be non-existent, what's the big deal? Then he says, Anishtam cha etat satkaryavadinah tava iti ched. And Vedantin, you are a Satkaryavadi, you are the one who says that the cause exists in the material, the effect exists in the material cause, like the pot exists in the clay in the unmanifest state, Satkaryavadi. So you are a Satkaryavadi. And if you say that Brahman is Jagat Karanam, then it will amount to Asatkaryavada, because Jagat could not be existent with coexist with Brahman before creation. So according to him, Brahman was there before and Jagat is there now. Brahman has transformed as Jagat. That's the usual understanding. That before the creation of pot, there was lump of clay. The lump of clay got transformed into the pot. So now lump of clay does not exist. The cause does not exist as such, an effect exists. So before creation, Brahman was there, and now Jagat is there. So Brahman is transformed as Jagat. And Brahman being totally contrary in nature to Jagat, therefore Jagat could not have coexist with Brahman, therefore it amounts to Asatkaryavada, non-existence of effect in the cause. Nacha etat satkarya. Etat is what? Karya asatvam. This non-existence of the effect is not something that is desirable by you, because it contradicts your own siddhanta. Tatra hetum sujayati satkaryavadinah. Because it is satkaryavadina, therefore this occasion will, this situation will arise. Chetana karyasya karane avasthana svikaradityartha. If Karanam was conscious, then it could have coexisted with Brahman. But cause is Karana, Karyam is Asad, or insentient, therefore it could not have coexisted. Na iti vyakurun pariharati. Answer of this Siddhanta is na. So what is this na? That is being explained by Bhashyakara. Naisha doshaha. That's the meaning of na. In sutra that is na. What it mean? What does it mean? Naisha doshaha. This defect does not arise in our case. So why is it so? Pratisheda matratvat. So asat tarhi karyam iti prasajjeta. There will be prasanga on the occasion of the effect being non-existent. Pratisheda matratvat. You are negating something which is for which there is no occasion to negate. प्रतिषेध मात्रम ही, हाँ, प्रतिषेध मात्रम ही इदम नस्य प्रतिषेधस्य प्रतिषेध्यमस्ति. This is merely a denial. Pratishedha matram, merely a denial for which there is no object to be denied. You are denying something which does not exist. As I said, that when there is no occasion. For example, why did you go there? I didn't go there at all. Or don't do this, but I never do it. So, don't do it, you have to say, you are denying something provided fellow is doing in the first place, but I never do. So that becomes pratishedha matram. It's a denial for which there is no object of denial. Similarly, you are saying that the Jagat did not exist, but what Jagat? So, we are not, you are imagining that Jagat is Satyam, but according to us, Jagat is Mithya, and therefore, number one, that it was not there in reality, and number two, Mithya never exists apart from Satyam at all the three periods of time. प्राक्कालीन कार्य सत्वस्य प्रतिषेध्यत्वात् तद अभाव असिद्धि आशंक्याः. So Sankhya says, well, we are denying the existence of the creation before universe, before its creation. That's what we are denying. Prakkalina karya sattvasya pratishedyatvat. So that this universe did not exist before its creation, so existence of universe before the creation is deniable thing, and that's what we are denying. So to that answer is nahi. The Bhashyakara says, nahi ayam pratishedah pragutpattehe sattvam karyasya pratisheddum shaknoti. Ayam pratishedah. For you to say that Jagat did not exist, that denial. Utpatte prag karyasya sattvam pratisheddum na shaknoti. That statement cannot negate the existence of effect before its creation. And says न्याय निर्णय यथा इह घटो नास्ति इति घट संसर्ग सत्ता भूतले वर्तमान काले निषिध्यते तथा प्राग असदसि कार्यस्य प्राक्कालीनं सत्यं शक्यं निषिद्धुमिति शंकते. Suppose when I say that bhutale ghato nasti, there is no pot here on this ground. Ghata samsarga satta bhutale vartaman kale nishidyate. So we are negating the association or the association of the pot with the ground. Tatha prag asadisi karyasya prag kalinam sattvam shakyam nisheddum. Then when we say that the Jagat was not existent, Jagat cannot exist before its creation, so we are denying the possible existence of Jagat before its creation. So says, Katham Karyasya Karanatmana Sattvam Va. So now the alternatives Karyasya Karanatmana Sattvam Va Nishedyam Sattvantaram Va. Alright, we ask Sankhya, what are you negating? Karyasya Karanatmana Sattvam. That Karya did not exist as Karanam or Sattvantaram, or that Karya did not have an independent existence. Nadhya Yathaiva. You cannot say that as Brahman, Jagat did not exist. Brahman exists, Jagat existed as Brahman, like the pot exists as the clay. Nahi idanim api idam karyam karanatmanamantaren स्वतंत्रमेव अस्ति यथैव हि इदानीमपि इदं कार्यं कारणात्मना सत् एवं प्रागुत्पत्तेः अपि इति गम्यते यथैव just as Idanimapi idam karyam karanatmana sat. Even now also, this Jagat is what? Nama Rupatmakam. What is creation is Nama and Rupa. And what is the basis of Nama Rupa? Nama Rupa have their Atma in Asti, Bhati, Priyam, which is Brahman. So, yatha eva hi Idanimapi, even now also when you say Jagat is, then also it is Brahman that is. That isness applies to Brahman. So when you say not, then so if isness applied to Jagat, then you could have said that isness was not there. But today also Jagat only exists as Brahman. Idanimapi idam karyam karanatmana sat. So even the Jagat of Nama Rupa exists only as Brahman, so it borrows existence from Brahman. Evam pragutpatyapi gamyate. Similarly also before its manifestation. So for us creation is manifestation. What is creation? The names and forms that unmanifest come to manifestation. So just as in a state of manifestation, this universe of names and forms borrows existence from Brahman. So also, before manifestation, the unmanifested names and forms borrowed existence from Brahman. So, Karanatmana Sat. Today also, the Jagat is as Brahman. So also in the past, Jagat was as Brahman. Says Ratnaprabha Nirnay Karanatmana Sattvasya Sadatanatvat Na Nishedhyata. Because as far as we are concerned, the cause, the effect exists as cause. Effect is non-separate from cause. Effect is mithya. The material cause is satyam. And therefore, even now also, you think that Jagat exists on its own. But no, even now also Jagat exists only as Brahman. Therefore, Karanatmana Sattvasya Sadatanatvat. Therefore, at all the times in the past, present and future, the name and form are never apart from Asti Bhati Priyam. So just as a universe which manifests names and forms is never apart from Asti Bhati Priyam, so also when name and form did not manifest, in that state also they were never apart from Asti Bhati Priyam. So what are you denying? Real existence is not there for the Jagat to deny. Dvitiyam pratyaha nahi iti. So are you denying the existence of Jagat as Brahman, or are you denying the existence of Jagat as independent existence? So second one also. Nahi idanimapi idam karyam karanatmanamantarena swatantrameva asti. Nahi idanimapi. Even now also, when you think that Jagat exists, even then also. Idam karyam, this karya, this product, this effect, this Jagat of name and form. Karanatmanam antarena swatantram nasti. Even today also, the Jagat does not enjoy an existence independent of Brahman. So therefore, then in the past also, it did not enjoy existence independent of Brahman. So whatever kind of existence Jagat is now, that it had before also. Therefore Ratnaprabha said, असत स्यादिति सत्व प्रतिषेधक निरर्थक इत्यर्थः. Asat syat, Jagat would be non-existent. You are denying existence of Jagat, which is not there to begin with. If Jagat enjoyed an independent existence, then there is a question of denial of that existence. But today also, Jagat does not enjoy an independent existence, therefore, where is the question of denying it? The asat syat, when Sankhya says asat syat, Jagat would be non-existent, that sattva pratishedha nirarthaka, the denial of existence has no meaning, because even now also Jagat does not enjoy existence. Even now also pot does not have existence apart from clay. So now also pot is not there. To say pot was not there before its creation, but where is the pot even now? You say Jagat was not there before its creation, but we say Jagat is not there even now. What is there is Brahman. So Jagat has existence as Brahman. Jagat doesn't have existence as Jagat. So if Jagat does not have existence now, therefore, where is the question of denying existence before? So, asat syaditi sattva pratishedha nirarthakaha. Jagat would be non-existent. That denial of existence about Jagat has no meaning, because there is nothing to deny. Jagat does not have existence even now. Say Ratnaprabha, karya satyatva bhave shrutim aha. How the karya does not have existence? That's called mithya. Mithya means that which does not exist at any time. Mithya means that which enjoys dependent existence. Therefore, it doesn't have existence even now. Like the snake doesn't have existence even when it is seen. To say that if snake, then snake would, this would amount to saying snake did not exist before its creation. We say it does not exist even now. So karya satyatva bhave shrutim aha. How karya doesn't have independent existence, for that the Shruti is being told sarvam tamiti. So Bhashyakara says sarvam tam paradat यह अन्यत्र आत्मनः सर्वं वेद इत्यादि श्रवणात्. सर्वं तम परादात् यह अन्यत्र आत्मनः सर्वं वेद, यह सर्वं आत्मनः अन्यत्र वेद. If Brihadaranyaka Upanishad says, this is the Maitreyi Brahmana, where Sage Yajnavalkya says to Maitreyi that if someone thinks that Jagat is different from me, this starts with from beginning. If someone thinks that Jagat Brahmana is different from me, then he is being rejected by Brahmana. If I say Jagat is different from me, then I get rejected by Jagat. Sarvam tam paradat. Paradat means rejects. So everything will reject this person who says that Jagat is different from me, because Atma that I am is the Atma of Jagat. Therefore, to say that Jagat is different from me means what? Jagat has an existence independent of me. For me to say that Jagat is different, when can I say that? If Jagat had an existence different from my existence. Like this pot can say that the cloth is different. Because pot has an independent existence, cloth has an independent existence. In this example. But suppose the pot says that the clay is different from me, or other pots are different from me, then the pot gets rejected by other pots in the sense that pot gets punished or gets rejected. The idea is that even though pot may think that other pots are different, this pot is nothing but clay, other pots also are nothing but clay, and therefore Atma being one pot is not different from the other. Similarly, I am also Asti Bhadi Priyam. Jagat also is Asti Bhadi Priyam. If I say Jagat is different from me, that means I am denying myself. So you can, in a way it is said, Jagat rejects me. If I exclude Jagat, I become excluded by Jagat. Because I am looking upon, I am dividing existence into two. Existence is one, and therefore existence that I am is existence that Jagat is. Asti Bhadi Priyam that I am is Asti Bhadi Priyam that Jagat is. There is only one Atma. And therefore, other than Atma, nothing exists independent of Atma. This Sarvam also does not exist independent of Atma. If I say that Jagat is different from me, then I am giving as though a separate reality to Jagat. So, Brihadaranyaka Upanishad says, Jagat does not have a reality separate from you. That means Jagat, that creation doesn't have a reality. So, karyasya asatva bhavaha iti. Same thing says the karana sattva atirikta sattva bhave manamaha. That the karya doesn't have an existence apart from karanam. Satyam karanatmana eva karyasya sattvam tadeva kala visheshe nishidhyamiti ashankyaha. Then suppose Sankhya says satyam karanatmana eva karyasya sattvam. Okay, that the pot has reality only as clay, accepted. Tadeva kala vishesha nishedhyam. But all I am saying is that before existence the pot was not clay. I accept that pot is clay now. But before its existence pot was not clay. Can I not say that? So, through that Bhashyakara says, Karanatmana tu sattvam karyasya pragutpattehe avishishtam. So, Karanatmana tu sattvam karyasya pragutpattehe is not different. Even before creation also, today also, the Jagat has existence in Brahman. Before creation also, Jagat had existence only in Brahman. With no difference. Today, so present and past make no difference. As far as Mithya is concerned, at all the three periods of time, Mithya is never apart from Satyam. So just as today, the Mithya Jagat is not apart from Satyam Brahma, so also in the past, before its manifestation also, the Jagat was not apart from Brahman. A Vishishtam, that condition does not change. That Mithya always is non-separate from Satyam, that condition is in the present, past and future. Then says Ratnaprabha, Mithyatvam. So this all implies Mithyatvam. Mithyatvam, Ajanata. Still Sankhya has not got the point. That Vedantin is talking from a different angle or different platform. Sankhya is talking with an assumption that Jagat is real. And Vedantin is replying from the standpoint that Jagat is Mithya. So this is the main thing. Sankhya's denial is because he thinks Jagat is real. Vedantin says that Mithya, it is Mithya. And so Mithya does not have existence apart from Satyam in the present, past or future. So even though Sankhya, the Satkarya Vadinaha, they also accept Karya as real. Vedantina Satkarya Vadinaha, but Karya is not real. So they are Vivarta Vadinaha really. Vedantin is really a Vivartavadi. For them, Vedantin, Karya is superimposed upon Karanam. For Sankhya, Karya is Parinama of Karanam. Sankhya accepts the Parinama, that Karanam, the cause, undergoes transformation to become effect. Vedantin says that what is effect is superimposition upon the cause. Sankhya is not, this has not occurred to Sankhya. The tube light has not happened, And so, Mithyatvam ajanatah. Sankhya has not grasped this point that Vedantin is implying that Jagat is Mithya. Shanka manudya, again that Shanka is reiterated, Pariharati nanu ityadina. So, that Shanka is stated again and then it is denied, is refuted. Nanu shabdadihinam brahma jagatah karanam. So Sankhya again reminds us, what are you saying? Did we not say that Brahman is shabdadihinam? Brahman is pure, Brahman is consciousness, Brahman is devoid of shabda, and Jagat is impure, is insentient, possessed of shabda, totally contrary in nature. How can Jagat coexist with Brahman? So, accepting Jagat having the same degree of reality as Brahman, Sankhya is denying the existence of Jagat. Vedantin says that is not the case. Jagat is mithya, therefore Jagat does not have existence even now. So where is the question of denying the existence of Jagat? You see? So reply is given. Badham. You are right. What is right? That Brahman is contrary in nature to Jagat. Accept it. Nato shabdadimat karyam karanatmana hinam pragutpattehe idanim va asti. But idanim, even now also, shabdadimat karyam, this Jagat possessed of shabda, sparsha, etc., is karanatmana hinam. Even today also, Jagat of name and form does not exist devoid of asti bhati priyam. So, karanatmana hinam, karanam is Brahman, asti bhati priyam. Shabdaivat karyam is what? Is nama rupa. So, today also, nama rupatmam Jagat does not exist devoid of the asti bhati priyam, that is karanam. So, idanim va, so, pragutpatte idanim vasti. Neither now nor before also the Jagat ever exists devoid of Brahman, which is asti bhati priyam. Therefore, tena na shakyate vaktum pragutpattehe asat karyamite. Tena na shakyate vaktum. Therefore, you cannot say that utpattehe prag karyam asat, that the karya Jagat was non-existent before the creation. You cannot say that it is because it is non-existent by itself even now. The karya doesn't have existence of its own now, and so there is no point in saying that karya would not have existence before. It is a denial of that for which there is no scope of denial. Bhashyakara concludes, Vistarena cha etada karya karana ananyatvavade vakshyamaha. Vistarena cha etad is what? Mithyatvam. This mithyatvam karya karana ananyatvavade. So when we come to next sutra for little later, when we will say that, or we will show you how the effect never exists apart from cause. So karya ananyatvavade. So tat ananyatvam arambhana shabdadibhyah. So therefore, Jagat is non-separate from, not identical to Brahman, non-separate from Brahman. So Vyatirekena abhavahit ananyatvam. That will be shown how just as pot is non-separate from clay, meaning pot cannot exist devoid of clay. So also Jagat is non-separate from Brahman, meaning Jagat cannot exist devoid of Brahman. This is the definition of Mithyatvam. Vyatirekena abhava is also another definition of Mithyatvam. That the karyam, the effect, cannot exist other apart from the cause, material cause. All of this we will describe in detail, discuss in detail when we come to that topic. But right now, this question or this doubt or rather this objection on the part of Sankhya, that look, if you say that Brahman is Jagat Karanam, then Brahman and Jagat are totally opposed to each other in nature, and therefore they cannot coexist. So how could Jagat coexist with Brahman before its creation? So Jagat could not have been there before its creation because it could not have coexisted with Brahman. That means that amounts to accepting Asat Karyavada. That goes against your Siddhanta. So Vedantin says, we are not even Sat Karyavadina, we are Vivartavadina. Meaning that we are saying that Karyam is Mithya at all the three periods of time. So today also Jagat does not exist apart from Brahman, and therefore it did not exist apart from Brahman even before creation. So this is where this topic, we are concluding this topic here with this sutra, meaning that we are not completing this adhikaranam, the rest of the sutras. However, so this adhikaranam goes on until the sutra 12. We will go to sutra 13 tomorrow. 2, 1, 13. Bhoktarapattehe avibhagaschet syat lokavata. That is fifth adhikaranam. This adhikaranam is one sutra. That adhikaranam contains one sutra. So tomorrow we will see also the Vaiyasika Nyayamala, and then we will see the Bhashya also. Okay. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Shankaram Shankaracharyam Keshavam Badarayanam Sutrabhashya Krutau Vande Bhagavantau Punah Punah Ishvaro Gururatmedi Murti Bheda Vibhagine Vyomavad Vyapta Dehaya Dakshinamurtaye Namaha. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om.